Hello once again and welcome to my latest video. For the last few weeks I've been spending a lot of time on the Dee Estuary marsh. It's a fantastic place for birds in the winter and great for birds of prey, with a number of species hunting and roosting down there. So please join me as we enjoy the sights and sounds of the Dee Estuary marsh in winter. Plus later on I've got a few tips on raptor watching for you. I've been going out each morning, arriving on site before sunrise, and then sticking to one area that has a nice mix of habitat that a variety of birds will use. This reed bed makes a good roost, and there is a scrape next to it, and the whole area is surrounded by open marshy ground. This barn owl is often seen hunting around an area where there is a ditch and a gutter. Pink-footed geese roost on the marsh, and in the mornings they rise in their thousands as they head off in small skeins to feed in surrounding fields. A silhouetted marsh harrier quartering a reed bed early in the morning. I'm not sure if it had roosted in there or not, but it was an absolute joy to watch it, gracefully gliding and circling in the orange glow of sunrise. Perched in one of the trees behind the path, a kestrel at sunrise. Just after the starlings have left their reed bed roost and a peregrine is over. I wasn't expecting this at all. What a bird. A male marsh harrier out foraging. You can hear the wildfowl on the scraper screaming in alarm. It turned out that this was a favourite hunting spot for this harrier. Another marsh harrier passes through, this time bathed in the golden light of sunrise. Note, when watching harriers, the marshes will often fly quite a bit higher than the hen harrier that seem to stick closer to the ground. On another morning at sunrise, I was very fortunate to be able to watch two marsh harriers flying above the reed bed. They were very tolerant of each other, almost playful in the way they were flying around together, as if they were checking each other out. as the male marsh harrier comes through again. Notice how it's having to flap quite a bit because there's no wind. I always think that windier days are better days for watching harriers. Patches of reed mace are worth watching for smaller birds like this blue tit. And doesn't this stone chat look good perched on top of the cigar? In windier conditions, I can't think of any other birds of prey that are able to use the wind so well as harriers do. Quite spectacular. I was totally absorbed by the birds, watching and filming them, so I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on around me, but it seems I was about to be disturbed by a dog. I looked out a little bit here. After one encounter with a peregrine, I wasn't expecting another, but a couple of days later, here we go again. Scanning fence posts can often pay off. To get close in on this bird, I made use of the digital zoom feature on my Sony camera. It allows you to zoom in up to 4 times the focal length. Now you can notice a little bit of focus breathing here, but that's on me because I was using the autofocus rather than manual focus. Here are a few tips to help with your winter raptor watching and photography. Do some field work first to identify areas that birds use to roost or feed or that provide cover, like reed beds, scrapes, small trees and ditches. Be aware of light and prevailing wind directions. Look for habits and patterns in raptor behaviour. For example, when a raptor is on the wing, ask yourself, what is it doing? You should be able to make a judgment based on how it is flying. And finally, watch for raptors making use of other birds' behaviour. For example, merlin will quite often follow harriers as they flush smaller birds, the merlin making use of the panic to pick off prey. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I've had a fantastic time putting it together and giving you a little taste of what the Dee Estuary Marsh has. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to sharing some more of my wildlife encounters with you soon. Take care now. Bye.